Bravado were unstoppable. They had burst onto the scene, and in a few short months taken Carlisle by storm. Little did they know that is what was to end in a pitiful and pathetic manner. The band were to suffer a double blow. First, Rab smashed his hand at work as a large speaker fell and crushed it badly. A short time later, Andrew broke his hand and wrist whilst skiing. He had been invited to Cloisters with Prince Charles and his kids. They were all big fans of Bravado. Rab was out of action for at least 6 months. Andrew would be out for 6 weeks. Garrett took time out and headed to Australia on a voyage of self-discovery. Back in Carlisle, word got out about the hand injuries. Some people thought that the injuries were not real and were in fact a fashion statement. During the next few weeks some of Carlisle's most respected music scene notes were to fake injuries. They did not look cool. They looked slightly homo-erotic. Garrett returned back from Australia. He was not the same man. All he said that things happened. Unspeakable things. The band now had a big problem. A showcase gig for the Pitiful Motive Sounds record label, that needed Bravado to create revenue to help them pay their ever-mounting costs. The second gig was another with Manchester's Jackie O, who were always begging for more shows with the mighty Bravado. With Rab out of action, Andrew decided to call ex-drummer Stuart, who had set up his own business cottaging in Manchester. Stuart accepted the offer in a desperate attempt to regain his lost credibility from Vin's act from the Elvis jumpsuit. Andrew and Garrett played the Motive showcase as a duo. They played some Motown songs and a cover of Hurt. Later Johnny Cash was to take inspiration from Bravado and do his own poor and insipid version. Stuart arrived back in Carlisle and spent the day learning the songs. Garrett was busy doing other stuff. That night Garrett arrived at the venue with a carrier bag. In the bag were women's dresses. All he would say was, "It might be fun to dress up." Stuart leaped at the chance of dressing as a chick. Andrew took a long time to persuade due to his massive testosterone levels and outright manliness. Jackie O played a mediocre set that you would associate with Katie Tunstall and not Manchester's leading gutter blues band. Again, it was if they knew it was pointless to try and out-rock the incredible Bravado. Later that night, Skinny Dog boss David Sefton arrived at the venue. In a desperate attempt to save the credibility of Jackie O, he pulled a gun on Bravado. Acting like some crack West Coast gangsta rapper, he requested that Bravado split up. David was disarmed and no shots were fired, and Jackie O drove back to Manchester, where they would soon split up in a pool of their own tears. The gig that night was a spectacle of ultimate rottenness. Stuart, high on booze and pills, forgot all of the songs. Guitars were trashed, speakers, drum kits destroyed and stockings laddered. All of this was played out in front of another sell-out crowd left begging for more. Afterwards Stuart was sacked from his position as stand-in drummer and put back on the train to Manchester. Andrew was getting pissed off of it all. They needed to at least have one good gig, where they would complete all the songs.